Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's the one and only, your girl, the cartoon hotspot. And I know, I'm a little bit late, but in today's video, we are going to analyze the episode Illusion. I really enjoyed this episode. Little heads up, this video isn't going to follow the usual style of my analysis because I'm going to focus more of my attention on two things that stood out for me in this episode. So if you want to hear my thoughts, then stick around, give this video a thumbs up, and for new viewers, be sure to subscribe and turn on that bell button for post notifications. Without further ado, let's begin. To briefly summarize the episode, Gabriel suddenly woke up on the right side of the bed and decided to actually try to be a father to Adrian. So we see him making breakfast for him, and he even makes an effort to attend the parent-teacher conference at his school. Meanwhile, Nino devises a plan to try and figure out how exactly Monarch is giving his akumatized victims the power of the miraculous. He believes that just because they're not superheroes anymore, that doesn't mean Ladybug doesn't need their support. In fact, now more than ever, she needs their help. In order to solve this mystery, Nino targets Gabriel aggressed because he easily gets angry, making him the perfect victim for Monarch. Oh, and by the way, the cat's out of the bag. Yeah. Marinette knows that Adrian knows that Nino and Alia were Carrot Face and Rena Rouge. So, yeah, all's well that ends well, I guess. In order to get Gabriel angry, the gang throw food at him, which causes Gabriel to flip out and withdraw his son from school. Gabriel then transforms into Monarch and uses the power of illusion to fake an akumatization, knowing Adrian would record it for Nino. In the end, Ladybug and Cat Noir save the day as usual, and Nino shows the clip to Lady Noir. What he deduced from the clip, by slowing it down, is that there's a stroke of lightning, which is probably how Monarch transfers the power of the miraculous to his akumatized victims. Nino then asks if Adrian is allowed to go back to school, and Gabriel says yes. Okay, like I said, very brief analysis because I wanted to spend time talking about a particular topic. For this, I do have to give a trigger warning as the subject of parental and emotional abuse will be talked about, so viewer discretion is advised. This may be a hot take / unpopular opinion, but Miraculous Ladybug's portrayal of parental abuse is handled pretty well. Parental abuse does not only appear in the form of violence, it can also appear in the form of manipulation and gaslighting. At the beginning of the episode, Adrian is frustrated that his father digitized him for the Alliance rings. He demands to talk to him, only to be surprised that Gabriel is cooking him breakfast and being all affectionate. When Adrian expresses his feelings of discomfort in having a digitized version of him, Gabriel practically gaslights him by saying it's the only way in which Adrian can be relieved of his modeling duties, unless Adrian wants to return to modeling. So, in other words, this was an ultimatum. Either go back to modeling full-time, or have a fake version of you on everyone's ring. You lose either way. And that whole act where Gabriel is like, call me dad, made me super uncomfortable because we know he doesn't mean it. But what's interesting is Gabriel's reasoning for his sudden change of heart. He states that since Emily's disappearance, he buried himself in his work and allowed too much distance to grow between him and his son. Now, he isn't wrong at all, but the intention behind it is what makes Gabriel such a horrible person. He's saying all of this without actually acknowledging what he's saying. He doesn't care that distance grew between them at all, but he knows that Adrian is super understanding and super forgiving. That's manipulation. And as soon as something goes wrong, Gabriel deems it as worthy of punishing his son by withdrawing him from school. Gabriel knows that more than anything, Adrian loves being at school and loves being with his friends. That's his leverage over him, and that's his way of controlling him. Gabriel has a superiority complex. He thinks Adrian owes him something. Gabriel's mentality is this: I gave you freedom to go to school out of the kindness of my heart, so you have to do whatever I say, otherwise I'm going to remove you from school. Gabriel gaslights Adrian into thinking that everything he's done for him is out of love. And because of that, Adrian is so afraid of making his father angry because he knows that what he's been given can easily be taken away. But the thing is, Gabriel hasn't even given Adrian a lot of things. Apart from allowing him to go to school and allowing him to quit modeling, what else has he really done? Nothing. But Gabriel has a way of manipulating Adrian into believing that he's done so much for him. And the only person who was blunt enough to tell Adrian that, look, your dad hasn't really changed, was Nino. which is why I will never understand why the fandom is so harsh on Nino when he's literally one of the realest characters. I really do think this Nino hate train came out of nowhere and is just an edgy trend. Nino is not a bad friend. When dealing with kids who are emotionally abused by their parents, you have to be blunt and tell them the honest truth. Nino got straight to the point and let Adrian know that the way Gabriel treats him is not how a parent should treat their kid. Nino would be an awful friend if he sugarcoated the truth just to protect Adrian's feelings. Sometimes your feelings have to get hurt, but Nino meant well. Nino was not wrong in this situation. I don't understand why people said Nino was a terrible friend in this episode, and I just have to give a friendly but fair warning. When it comes to topics like parental abuse that's talked about in the show, you should really be careful with how you judge certain characters because it is a sensitive topic. Judging Nino and perpetuating the idea that he was wrong in the situation is harmful because, guys, fiction imitates reality. What we see in the show is taken from what happens in real life. In real life, we need more people like Nino who are not afraid to be blunt, who are not afraid to tell their friend who may suffer from parental abuse that, look, how your parents treat you is not okay. Saying that Nino is a bad friend is harmful because it's steering people away from the right thing to do. I hope that makes sense. I did try my best to explain it. But yeah, I felt like it was super necessary to defend Nino because I barely see any Nino defense, but I'm seeing way too many Nino hate. Like, you guys are being too harsh on my boy. Tone it down. And that's the episode for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this analysis video, and I'm super sorry once again that it is a bit late. Long story short, when those episodes were released, so Illusion, Determination, Passion, Reunion, and Elation, I was in the middle of moving back to London, so making analysis videos was the last of my priorities. I don't really know if I'm up for making another video explaining why I decided to move back to London, but again, long story short, I just felt like I didn't really enjoy living in the US as much as I thought I would, and I'm a firm believer that if the environment you're in is toxic and just isn't serving you well, it's just best to remove yourself out of the equation. Nothing is worth costing your mental health. Again, why I wasn't uploading videos as much as I used to. Like, you guys know, I used to upload videos once a week, but a few months ago I kind of just ghosted and stopped uploading frequently. So thank you guys so much for your patience and for being wonderful subscribers. I can't be more grateful. But now I want to hear your thoughts. What did you think of the episode Illusion? Hated it? Loved it? Let me know down in the comment section below. But as for today, that's it from me, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!